Dancing for me kind of happened by mistake. I came out in one of my friend's mom's wedding and she wanted to dance. So she took us to a studio that was on Grand Street at the time. And the director asked me if I wanted to be on the dance team. And it just started from there. My passion is salsa On2. And it's not only, I love to be on stage, don't get me wrong. Like stage, I've always been on stage. My whole life, I've been on stage. It's the social dancing, the way it makes me feel. I feel rooted. I know it's a part of my culture. I know it's a part of like where my family comes from. It just makes me feel more alive. My name is Migdalia Santiago and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. There's always been dancing in my house. I call it salsa casera, like salsa of the house, basically. There's no real structure. It's just all fun compared to On2. I think here, because there's such a street vibe in New York, right? And we have the opportunity to dance every day. We were able to make it grow and build ourselves into the style. Being Puerto Rican and having so many Puerto Rican artists, it makes you proud. So Williamsburg, I have a love-hate relationship with you. We're in the South Side. I lived here my whole life. All my friends are here, or were here. I went to all the neighborhood schools. It's rough because it went from knowing everybody in the neighborhood and being able to say hi or know you were home. It was a really close-knit community, I would say. It's just hard to see a neighborhood that was so rich of life, where the original people of the community could no longer afford it or kind of being kicked out. They definitely left the people behind. It's unfair because you rezone areas to build these giant skyscrapers and you leave nothing. Nothing. Salsa is something that comes from islands, right? Cuba, Puerto Rico, and we're pretty much poor. Don't get me wrong, everyone makes their money and they hustle their own way, but it's going to be hard for somebody to afford a $5,000 rent. So I think it's a struggle for us to keep something like salsa alive as a community, because people are just going to keep moving and moving and moving. A lot of studios are closing because they can't afford the rents anymore. As one or two or three start closing, we are going to have nowhere to go. Unless we take it back to the streets where it is a street dance. But as the time goes on and things become more expensive, the culture might slightly die.